Hey there guys, how's it going? Welcome again to How Channel with GJ, where we show you how, and thanks as always for liking, sharing, and subscribing. Today I have just a short little tutorial for you, but something that you're going to find extremely helpful, and it's basically how to skew your pictures or to corner pin your pictures, and it's a very helpful tool to have. Now as you can see, I have a still graphic here of a billboard, a blank billboard, and what I want to do is I want to put a picture into the billboard. So over here you can see I have a nice landscape picture, and so I'm just going to drag this on top of here, and so it's right there. So if I want to get this picture onto that billboard, I certainly can go to Effects Control and I can scale it down and try and move it around. But as you can see, it doesn't really work very good because the billboard is not flat to the screen. It is skewed. It is angled. So how do you angle this picture that you want to put in there? Well, it's very simple, and you just go to your effects here, and when you want to skew it, I guess they call it skewing a lot in Photoshop and things like that. It's also called corner pin, and that's what we're going to call it today, is corner pin. So if you just type into your search here for effects corner, you'll go down here to video effects, and under distort you'll see corner pin, and you just left click on that, hold it down, drag it down, and you want to drag it down to the picture that you want to skew, which is this middle one here. So once you have that effect in there, you can go to your effects controls, and you see it's right here, corner pin, and you see it says upper left, upper right, lower right. That of course is talking about your corners, and you can move these to try and fit it in there. Now it does take a little bit of figuring out. It's not quite as intuitive as if you do it in Photoshop, but we're going to give it a go here. So let's start with upper left here, and as you can see, as we move the values, it kind of moves it in like that. And so now this one here is the upper right, so we're going to move that one up like that, and the lower left, we're going to try and bring it all to the different corners. Okay, let's bring this one down to the corner. There we go. Now we go to the lower right. Let's bring that one in. And then this value here, we'll bring it up a bit. Okay, but we want to still bring it out a little bit. So what you basically do is you just play around with it. Let's go back up to the upper left here and bring that over. And then bring that down. Okay, and then the upper right, let's bring that, okay, no, that's pretty good there. We'll just bring it up here with this value. Doop, up we go. And it's more fun if you do sound effects as you do it. Okay, and let's move this one in a little bit, just like that, and just like that. So there you go. So that's all it is with corner pin, and then you just change all these values here, the left, the right, the left, the right, upper and lower, and you can fit it right in there. And this is great if you want to cover up advertisements that are already there and you want to put your own in, or you want to put something generic in, or if you want to cover something that you don't have a waiver for, or you just want to put in your own thing, you can put it right in there. Now in this case, when you put a bright picture like this in, it does look a little bit like it's an LED board and it's shining a bright picture. You can always just dull that down a little bit by going to your opacity and just dragging it down a little bit if you want it to kind of blend in and make it look as though the sun is shining on just a wallpaper type of billboard look or whatever. But I kind of like this this nice bright look. It really does add something. So that's basically how you can skew video or corner pin video right here in Premiere Pro, and I hope that helped you today. Thanks so much. Hey, thanks for subscribing. We're getting up there in numbers. Thank you so much. We'll talk to you next time on How Channel.